Someone sent me a screenshot of a post that a person in leadership in a Christian church shared. I don't want to call a person out because the post was not public. Because of their offensive posts in the past, I had them blocked from my news feed, but a friend of mine alerted me with the screenshot. And just to be clear about what was shared, I printed out the post. Lynching was the process of mob violence that took the law into its own hands to kill a person accused of wrongdoing. I said accused. The offenses ranged from serious crimes to violation of local codes, customs, and the mobs terrorized and targeted with impunity. The mob served as prosecutor, judge, jury, and executioner. The victim had no rights, no civil rights. Vigilantism has a long history in pre-Civil War America. Cattle rustlers, gamblers, horse thieves, opponents of slavery were the targets, and from the 1880s onward, the mob violence reflected America's contempt for racial, ethnic, and cultural groups. So, African Americans, Native Americans, Latinos, Jews, Asian immigrants, European newcomers experienced mob fury. Newspapers even carried advance notices, sold excursion tickets to the pre-announced lynching site. Sort of a festival of violence. So between 1882, when the first reliable statistics were collected, and 1968, 4,743 people died of lynching. 3,446 of them were black men and women. My home state of Mississippi led this grim parade of death, followed by Georgia, Texas, Louisiana, and Alabama. That's roughly one mob killing every week for 5 decades. I'm 52, so that's approximately one murder per week for every decade of my life. This is Reuben Stacy. 6 deputies were escorting him to the Dade County Jail in 1935 in Miami when he was taken by a white mob. The white mob took him from the deputies and hung by the side of the home of Marion Jones, a woman who had made the original complaint against him. But the New York Times later exposed that subsequent investigation revealed that Stacy was a homeless tenant farmer and he had gone to the house to ask for food. He was 16. In 2005, the United States Senate passed a resolution formally apologizing to the victims of lynching and to their descendants for the failure of the Senate basically to enact anti-lynching legislation. You sit in leadership in a Pentecostal church. You believe Jesus died for the sins of the world. You were baptized by immersion. You speak in tongues. Yet your definition of making America great again includes a symbol of violence and mob terror.